Sugar, let's go learn the secrets to elevating your personal style while boosting your confidence. Sugar, we are headed to the salon, and you are about to get the chance to meet the maestro himself, the man that is behind the shortcut, the pink hair, and all things blonde. He's even helped style some of my most iconic looks. And on top of all of that, he is an amazing person. Let's go chat with Mr. Derickus Crawford to learn the secrets behind boosting our confidence and elevating our personal style. Now, Sugar, I did say I was bringing you to the salon with me, so you are about to take a peek at what happens behind the scenes. First, we stop at Steven's chair. As Derickus' right hand, he's the guy that keeps my color tight and everything laying how it's supposed to. He's also the person that convinced me to go blonde. Next up is nap time. Shampoo time. Well, really is shampoo nap time, Sugar. After a shampoo and a visit to the dryer, we are ready to go sit and chat with Mr. Crawford.
Okay, Sugar, we are here with the man, the legend, Mr. Derickus Crawford. Y'all gonna watch him do my hair. My hair. So, Derickus,
Yes, ma'am.
let's jump it off. And we're talking about style, your personal style, how to identify your personal style and your confidence. But to start, most people, when they hear style, I think they think fashion.
Right.
And those are two completely different things. So let's start by just defining what is style. What when you think style, when you say style, your personal stylist, what is style?
I feel like style is your interpretation of fashion, your interpretation of an outfit, your interpretation of an idea as it relates to how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like we could go to the store and we could literally go to the store and get like the same outfit, and based off of our identity and who we are and
Exactly.
our personal likes and how we feel in that day, we could come out still looking totally different.
Exactly.
That's why I'm never bothered like if somebody like go and get the same outfit, because what we're going to do with it is going to be totally different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that really is the difference. Like you said, fashion is just the item, right? It's high fashion. It's, something Louis or it's the name. But
Yes.
style is how you wear it.
Right.
It's how you wear it. Like you said, it's an embodiment of who you are and your personality that you bring to whatever, whatever that item is. Why do you think people struggle? Because I hear a lot of times people are just like, I don't know what my style is, or I don't know, how to put an outfit together, put a look together, or I can never wear my hair like that. I can never wear my hair in that style. Like, when people say that, what's your response to that?
I feel like most people struggle because they're first trying to find their identity through someone else. And I feel like a lot of people have seen a lot of people do it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
People scared to
Mm-hmm.
attempt to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Even something simple as like a woman wearing olive. There are women who don't even want to try it because they've
Right.
seen so many people do it wrong. And so they won't even give it a chance.
Right.
And I think that most people struggle with their identity because they're trying to build their identity off of somebody else's identity.
Yeah, that's it. Or trying to find their identity through Louis, Gucci, this and that, and that ain't even what that's about.
No, it's not.
Like,
Fashion is way bigger than a name brand. Like if you're really like, when you love fashion, you go to Target, you go to Walmart. I mean,
Say that.
Old
Say
Navy.
that.
And then you can do like your high end stores. There's nothing wrong with it, but
Mhm.
like because some of the best fashion people mix highs and lows.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, that just makes me think of something that my grandmama used to always say. She would always say, "You can have on a cheap dress,
Right.
but just make sure your shoes ain't cheap." You know, and
Right.
for her, it was because, you know, she has flat feet and I got my grandmama's flat feet and getting into the health of your feet, you know, particularly we're talking like in the 30s and 40s. And, you know, that was like huge. I mean, it's still huge, but she would always say that you can wear some cheap, you know, accessories, a cheap dress, but just make sure your shoes
Make sure that your shoes.
you know, are
Right.
good quality shoes. And so I love that you point that out because I think a lot of times we out here just going broke, buying things because of the name or the fashion of it, searching for a style, or like you said, trying to do it the way somebody else did it, trying to get our identity, style from that. And so we're spending a lot of money when we can go to Target. I stay in Target.
Like
Saturday,
most people are not even doing it how they like it or how they prefer it. They doing it
how
how
they saw somebody else do it.
how
Exactly.
somebody else like it on them. Most
Exactly.
women are influenced the most by their mate. You know, it's almost
Mhm.
like when somebody comes. It's like a woman can come and get her hair done, and she can love it, and then go home, and the kids don't like it. Now she don't like it,
Mhm.
and so I like the freedom of knowing that everybody is not going to like your style.
Right.
And I don't think that there's a way to, I think we're living at a time now where you don't have to do it like
Right.
it
Right.
doesn't have to be done a way. So you can't let somebody come in and tear your style down.
Right. Right.
You
Yeah.
got to be careful with opinion you're getting. You can't, if you're outgoing, trendy, and fashion forward, you can't ask somebody conservative their opinion on your style.
Right. Right. But again, that comes back to what you was just saying, personality. It comes back to who you are. So like, okay, let's go ahead and get into it. This whole natural hair situation. What you got me into. And honestly, I've never saw myself wearing natural hair. One, because I saw it as a hassle, you know, from when I was little with the big ponytails and the pressing curl. I saw it as a hassle, but I also didn't see it as being part of my style because when I thought natural hair, I thought Erica Badu,
Yes.
not Beyonce. You know what I mean? Like it was just a disconnect for me. And it wasn't until it basically was just like, okay, yeah, you're blonde and we're taking you natural. Like that's just it. The sugar seed keeps pretty much just telling me what to do. I then realized in that moment, and I'm very confident, very, you know, that I was like, no, Tierney, how do you want to wear natural hair? What is your natural hair? That's how they wear their hair natural.
Right.
What does your hair look like for you natural? You know, and so I can easily see how we can fall into that that trap of because this is how we have
Right.
defined natural right, or this is how we have defined what this look like or what that looks like, that we have to do it that way. And we don't. We shouldn't actually.
It's no different than, like in fashion, everybody interpretation of like dressing up. That's why like it's almost like now when somebody invites you to something and they say you got to dress up, you have to learn what that
What their definition of dress up
dress
is.
up is.
Exactly.
As you could get there um really dressed up and people are casual.
Mhm.
Um, and everybody personal style. I mean, think about it now. Like even when you're going to like weddings and stuff,
Mhm.
everybody is so like,
Mhm. There's a broader spectrum.
but everybody look like they belong there. You might have
Yeah.
somebody on, you might have this guy with jeans on with a tuxedo jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody has redefined what fashion is to them, what dressing up is to them, what
Right.
down is to them. Like
Right.
it has really, really taken a while on like people, what people interpretation for these words are.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, and remember one of the things, even when you say that in terms of the interpretation, it goes back to this is why it's important that we know what our personal style is. Because have you ever seen somebody put on something and the item that they have on is bad? Like it's a nice dress or a nice suit jacket or, but it looks like that item is wearing them and they're not wearing it, you know? And so I think what you're speaking to kind of goes to that, where it's like, you can put on some jeans and by the time I put my blazer on with it and, my accessories, and I can walk into a business meeting in jeans because of how I embody those jeans.
Right.
The minute of Dr. Tierini that shows up in those jeans and how I style those jeans. So I think it just really goes to, it's important that we know who we are and then we have in that place in terms of what our style is and how we dress.
Right. Totally agree. One of the things that I hate, I'm like, I'm so passionate that I love different stuff. Like, just because I don't know it, that I don't have to like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and wear that I like on other people.
Right.
I have an appreciation for all different types of like fashions and style, and
Right.
appreciation for different people having their own interpretation of different things. Like, I like the hood guy. They have tattoos already.
Mm-hmm.
And she,
And it's a Tim's on.
yes, but
Yeah.
as much as I love the church woman in her church suit,
Yeah. Yeah. With
and
the big hat. Yeah.
like I love it. Or I just love when somebody can do what they do and do it well.
Right.
And like you said, don't let outfit wear them, but they wear the outfit.
Right.
I'll tell you something. And you know who you are, how you do it. You can wear anything. Like, it ain't about you can make somebody else want to do it just off of your
How you
confidence,
doing it.
how you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's where, so when we went with the blue hair, and the number one thing that I heard people saying to me was, oh, that blue hair looks good on you, but I could never do that. Oh, that looks good on me. And one lady, I just kind of asked her, I said, well, why could you never do it? And she literally said, I don't have the confidence to pull and so that then leads me to ask, what do you see as the intersect between confidence and personal style?
Personal style don't require confidence. Because everybody is not bold in their personal style.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can dress according to your confidence. See, the thing about confidence is that, like, when you decide to be bold, you have to have confidence. To put on this little black dress and some flat black shoes don't require much confidence.
Mm-hmm.
You're not standing out, you're blending in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you have the option to blend in and not be noticed.
Right.
And it doesn't require confidence.
Right. Right. So you can stay you can pick a personal style that lets you stay in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That lets you kind of blend in. Your personal style doesn't have to be one that, leads you to dye your hair blue.
Right.
But if you choose to really wear the bold colors or the eye-catchy outfits or, whatever you decide to do with your hair or how then that requires a level of confidence. Yeah, because you're going against the grain. Not too many people are walking around with blue hair. And I'm going to tell you why I did that. Why I really gravitated to that blue hair. Because just like how you just said about the eyelashes, we see people with wearing certain things or, certain colors or, things, and we automatically assume ghetto or uneducated or, and so I made the intentional, conscientious decision to dye my hair blue to show that you can literally have blue hair and still be just as elegant,
That's right.
just as poised, just as intelligent, and it can go anywhere. I was on YouTube, I was on TV, I was with blue hair, and so I think when we're talking about our confidence, we should not allow our confidence to put us in a box,
Right.
but at the same time, be real about what our confidence level is and kind of move from that place. Because I couldn't have blue hair and then see people staring at me like, what you looking at? Why you staring? Like, Tierini, you got blue hair, So I think that's really important.
And it's like, you can have, I've learned to, one of the most important things about my job that I had to learn was that everybody that comes in and says that they want something different didn't mean that they want to be here.
Yeah.
So this lady who's been wearing her hair flat, a little flip on it, and she feel like, oh my God, this is so different. And so, um, and it goes back to what we said, like just the way that little flip on the side might take confidence for her because
Right.
she's not used to wearing.
Right.
And anytime that anybody is doing anything out of the ordinary,
Right.
that they feel like it's going to cause, attention.
Right.
And some people don't like to do things they don't like to do things hair wise, fashion wise, that's going to draw attention. Yeah.
Right. Right. So maybe that's a question you ask yourself. How much attention do I feel comfortable?
You feel comfortable.
Give me all the attention.
And then can you handle people's opinion
Yes.
about what you're doing?
Yes. That is so true. So again, going back to the blue hair, my girlfriend and I went to the Usher concert in Vegas. And so the number of people, we was just walking down the strip, I got all kind of looks, everything. But one guy was like, oh, unbelievable. That's literally what it said. Oh, unbelievable. And then another guy in a store, it was two guys that was working in a store that we went into, and they looked at me and said, oh my gosh, that is you look like a majestic peacock. And it was like, what? So again, like you said, the comments, now that could have had me feeling all kinds of insecure.
Right.
But when the guy was like, oh, Balloomba, I just smiled and, and waved because what they said didn't dictate, one, it didn't dictate how I move, but two, it did dictate how I felt about myself.
And that goes to show you that what we visually see is different too. Like with the eye, two people can see two different things. Somebody can find beauty,
Yeah,
somebody
right.
can find ghetto,
Right.
somebody can find class, and
Right.
and that comes from experience, that comes from lifestyle,
Exposure.
exposure. Everybody sees things,
So if we're constantly trying to manipulate our style, manipulate how we move, manipulate who we are in accordance with what other people see, we will be all over the place because look at how many different options of what they think. So the only person that matters in terms of the opinion is your own.
That's right.
What is your opinion about you and however you style your hair, whatever you wear, how
you got to be confident enough to withstand, people's opinions.
Exactly.
Unsolicited opinions. Like you said, you're out and about.
That
somebody just happened to say something. Is it going to ruin your day?
Exactly.
You feel like now that everybody else looking at you good or bad, it's all bad.
Exactly.
One person have told you what their visual is. And all of our vantage points are so different.
Yeah.
And what we see and how we judge it. And that has a lot to do with it because once, a person see it and next thing they say something about it. Now it's messed up your whole day.
Right. Yeah. Or your whole confidence is just weird.
Yes. And you have to take into consideration also, like when people are giving you that opinion, their lifestyle, and who they are, this is coming from.
Exactly. That's why everybody, like you said, who are you getting your opinions from? Who's in your, in your ear? Who do you take shopping with you?
Right.
To be like, how does this look? I don't even know if you remember this when I was getting ready to do my last photo shoot and I shot you the picture of the multicolor coat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this is kind of out there, but I'm liking it. And immediately when you saw, you was like, yep. And then you do it like this. And I was like, yeah, I was thinking like this. Okay, well, what about this? And I shot you the yellow suit. And I was pushing the envelope with wearing just my bra up under it.
Mm-hmm.
And you asked me, you was like, okay, what are you saying in this photo shoot? And I was like, well, I'm just kind of giving another side of Dr. Tierini. And you said, who is that?
Right.
And that was when we were thinking through kind of my outfits, that was the conversation. What is it that you want to communicate? And so I think that's why having a personal style of, is so important because every day when we walk out of the door, we are our own, agent, so to speak. It doesn't matter if you have a business or not. Like, you are communicating something every time you walk out of the door, even if you don't say a word, just with, what you have on or how you move in or the smile on your face or your hair, or, we're communicating something. And so I think that's why it's really important that we understand who we are and our style, and because those things tell people something about us,
Right.
no matter how big or small, intentional or unintentional,
Right.
you know.
Definitely sends a message. Definitely, it's because people see you, your style, and your fashion before they hear you,
Exactly.
and so they already start to, have a preconceived notion about you.
Mm-hmm.
Just based off of, look, let's look if you go to the hair salon or anywhere. Like, I learned people recently when somebody coming out before I know them, I started looking at how they dress, size heel, color, eyelashes, all that kind of stuff, makeup, and it already kind of showed me what their interpretation of different just might be.
Exactly. So that tells you by the time they get in this chair, what direction, what envelope to push,
Right.
Yeah.
Possibility.
Yeah.
When a client start to trust you, they'll be more open to
Right.
trust your opinion, and you might can open up a new door for them. You might kind of
Right.
to view their self in a different way.
Yeah. And that's kind of, because it's been 4 years now. We've been together about 4 years. And so first coming, it was a process of me kind of learning you. But then, eventually I told you, like, hey, I'm everybody asking me who's doing my hair. So if you got me out here looking crazy, we looking crazy. We in this thing. So y'all. But no, but it came back to, like you said, I knew you're the professional in this. You know kind of what looks good, what doesn't, the shape of my face, so if it's something you're suggesting, like, even though I didn't want to go natural, I knew that one, it was going to be the best, the health for my hair.
Even if you don't like it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's learning to say,
Yes.
I've done that, it's been times where everybody likes standing on and they know what them is. They think they know anyway. And then sometimes you go in and say, your stylist chair, I start doing something and you're like, oh my God, I'm not gonna like this. Because I've done that with my barber before. I went to my barber and I've been getting my hair cut and he's doing something and I'm like, oh God, my spirit started going down to want to like, and then I get home and be like,
Oh, yeah.
that's it. I really like this, And so sometimes I also believe that sometimes it takes like an aggressive person to be a part of your, what I would call your glam squad.
Yes, too.
To push you into your next season also.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's true, because a lot of times what people don't know, and sugar, we finna let y'all in on a little secret. Before they actually see a change with me, my hair color, we plotted it out like 6 months in advance. So before I went pink, we was talking about it for what, like 5, 6 months before I went in that direction.
That's part of too, like when it's helping you to start embracing this for yourself.
Correct.
She had totally about it. So now
Correct.
You get your opportunity to start picking yourself to grow.
Exactly. What's gonna have, what direction we gonna go, or what that's going to look like. But again, you brought up a good word, trust. Like, I trust you, through and through, and even before I came to let you be my stylist, came in here to meet you. Who are you as a person? And that's why I say, like, you are such an amazing person outside of the talent. Like, you are just your spirit, who you are as a person, your beliefs, your values. Like, you're so amazing. So I had no question that you would steer me in the wrong direction or, do something crazy.
Clients who I try to see, even with a client, like, where can I play a part in their growth?
Exactly.
Sometimes I can see things in a woman that she's yet to see in herself, because a lot of these women that's coming in here, they've been they don't know it, but everything that they've been doing has been because somebody else liked
Yeah.
it. And so
Yeah.
now we get to come in and have a conversation
And say about you. What do you want? Exactly.
What are your end results? Where do you want to get to? Most people doing what their husband likes, what their boyfriend likes,
Or what they think their
they
potential husband would like,
Yeah.
or potential, because I'm trying to get married. I'm trying to get, so yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. I remember you saying one time that sometimes we get so invested in a style or a look, or that we're more committed to that look than we are to ourselves
Yep.
and our
you-
growth.
You're more committed to what you said about yourself. And now, let's say 5 years ago, this was your thing. It was your style.
Right.
It's kind of like an iPhone. Have you did your upgrade?
Mm.
Who are you today? What do you like today? Most people don't know it, but they're not happy because they don't know who they are today. And they have became, they really became dedicated, and they became,
To this
they became
idea of
committed
who they were,
to
or who they, yeah,
who they were, and
yeah, and not,
today. And that's
yeah,
why you had that feeling of something is wrong and it's something ain't
something's
right, and I'm
missing.
just not happy. What
Yeah.
it is, you hadn't done your upgrade. You're still feeding your spirit with who you were,
Yeah.
not who you are.
Yeah. Ooh, that is so good, sugars. I hope y'all heard that. That is so good. But no, it's right in line with, again, when I'm talking with clients, and that's really, I would say that's the first question I ask out the gate. Who are you? And I get
Who
the
are you?
the stares. I get the blank faces, because we know who they said we are. We know who we were trying to be. But when that don't line up with
Everything.
this, who do I say I am? And that is the thing that guides the talk about the style and the this and the that. I had a friend that asked me about, going natural, and she was like, what did she say? I think it was something along the lines of, do I think I would always like wear it natural now, like curly now, or, and I said, well, no, I'm not stuck in any box. I'll do this for a while, because this is who I need to be right now. This is serving me right now. But then that may change,
That may change.
because next week it might be, you know what, I need to do this. So I might spike it all up and wear it on top of my head. Or, years ago, I was wearing shoes that was, this tall and that tall. Now you're going to find me in some Birkenstocks. Or it's going to have an orthotic in it, because my little flat feet, if I need my little arch support. So it's all about giving yourself permission to shift and adjust and grow into whoever you need to be now.
Right.
And then whoever you need to be in the future, and whatever that looks like. I think that's probably one of the most important mindset shifts. Or if we're talking about, like, if a woman asks, how do I find my personal style? Or, oh, this is cute. Oh, I got to snitch on myself. You saw that little piece that you just laid down?
I heard you over this color fever.
You heard me? I was like, I'm going to see if he going to get it.
Because the thing is, you look funky. You don't.
But I'm going to see if he going to catch it. I can show you the picture where I caught my hair with my little fan, and it was just sticking it straight up.
That's why it's so funky.
It don't even matter. Like t-shirt.
and so.
So, what would you say for, well, that's what I was saying, the mindset shift. I think that's one of the most important mindset shifts that we have to make. If someone is saying, how do I find my personal style, or how do I boost my confidence? It's to allow yourself to be who you need to be for the season that you're in, for the place that you're in. What would you say is another mindset shift or another tip in terms of finding your personal style? And
I would say find out where you're going.
Where you going, sugar?
You have to get ready for something that hasn't happened yet.
Ooh, that's
And
so good.
I would say, like, you have to sit down and where do you see yourself in the future, and map out how do I get there, and what needs to change, based off of how you see yourself in the future, and what are you trying to do, where are you trying to go, how do you want to feel, all that kind of stuff. It plays a part in planning for your future. Most people are only living for today. That's why they're not happy, because tomorrow comes and you're over it. You got to shift in who am I, where I'm going, how do I want to feel, how do I get there, how do I stay there, and how do I make sure I don't get stuck there. Cool.
Yes. And I think that's one of our biggest issues is that we're living for today with no vision for tomorrow, and or we have a vision for tomorrow, but we think, oh, I'll take care of it when I get there.
Yep.
Now realizing that it's today that I start making the move. So case in point. Remember I told you I had been looking at you for a good year before I decided to come over here and do the consultation with you. And then when I did the consultation with you, it was like 5 months before I cut my hair. But I had already decided I want to go into 40.
I got to change
with the shortcut. I want to go back to the shortcut.
I know what I want to do. So I got to find the people that can do what I
got to find the people I got to find somebody that can take care of my hair. I got to sit down and see how
much this is going to cost.
That's it.
I'm going to be able to keep it up.
That's it.
How I find this and because without proper planning, you can get discouraged real quick because it don't always go. Then to realize that all is not going to happen overnight, and you're going to have to tweak it as you go, because sometimes how we see it here is not how it come out here.
Exactly. You are you're absolutely right. Because honestly, when I first found this man on Instagram, I had no idea that he was the stylist. This is the stylist for Fantasia. Okay, this is who keeps Fantasia's hair tight and right. All right. So I had no idea. That that's who you were. And so when I figured that out, I said, oh, let me make sure my coins is where they need to be, because, short hair, I care. So I'm out to be in here either every other week or, And so in the process of that, I was looking at you. I was looking at my spreadsheet. I was like, all right, we're going to see what this looks like. And we're scheduling. Because I didn't know. And when I came to do the consultation, I think it was like April, May, something like that. June, it was somewhere, it's like summertime. And that's when Sonia was like, no, you ready to cut it in October? We got to control the schedule now for that, for that appointment. So it was that planning ahead of time. But I decided long before, I was a 39 talking about what I wanted my style to be in 40.
Right.
That I was going to switch it up. And so you're right. I think a lot of times.
You came in here dark and long.
Well,
dark and long, and now she with left and blind.
See how they do me, Sugar. See how they do me. Steven, you ain't no work. I'll switch it up. Hey, that my long hair was rocking too. But you know what? But that said something too. I was dark, long hair.
Yep.
And then went short. And then now blonde.
And think about it. And we grew, because even when you first started coming, we was doing something totally different from this. We was actually doing something a little more conservative. And so we have grown together. Yep. Because you came with a mind, but you also left some percentage open to grow and shift. And,
exactly.
TD Jakes always talk about leave room for God to give you an epiphany.
Yes.
Meaning that you started this way. This was the plan. But you know what? We shift.
We might have to pivot.
And I would gamble to say that when you first started coming to me, that this wasn't in the picture.
It was not. It was not. None of this. The blonde, the natural, none of it. But you know what? That's why it's important to have, I don't care if it's your style team, your glam squad, your friends, whoever around you that can help you see you.
That can see you, yes.
And can look deeper into you to say, you know what? It ought to be And you know what? Because okay, so now it's your turn. Now I gotta do the you. I'm going to get back over on this side to tell you what because this thing is reciprocal, right? Ever since I can't remember what we were talking about that day, but you were saying how no, I really don't be in front of the camera. I just kind of like the and I'm saying private, but the things we would talk about in this chair, I was just sitting here going, no. This needs to be getting out to people. This thing, And so I was just sitting back going, okay, we gonna work on that. And then you told me that Fantasia mentioned something to you about kind of doing more speaking. Okay, so then the sugar party, God was like, that's Derickus. Derickus, would you come and be on the sugar party? Shut that thing down. Sugar, if you miss the sugar party, shut it down. They still talking about the things that you said. So that's been a piece. And then now you say, oh, I'm thinking about the YouTube channel. So I'm just sitting here going, come on, block, come on, just because there's so much in you.
Block the shit and block so many.
But as we keep talking,
you have to be open minded to all this stuff.
exactly.
And you have to be open minded to grow. And I think what happened with the world is when you stop growing, that's when the frustration and the irritation comes because you stay stuck.
We're
It's like
stagnant.
phones. Like I always say, like we'll constantly be like a phone. Like you have to keep
You
doing
have
the
to keep-
upgrade. You gotta keep doing the upgrade. Or not today. What do I like today? I was behind the camera. I'm ready to come to the front of the camera. I was writing. I'm ready to sing. I was teaching. I'm ready to do. I was riding in the passenger seat. Now
And
I'm
I'm ready to drive. Yeah. Yeah. That's been the thing that we just been kind of sitting back going, okay, Lord, Lord, how can we? So be on the lookout for his YouTube channel that's going to be coming
at some point.
It's coming. It's coming. Ooh. Anything else we didn't cover? Because, we could just sit here and talk all day. I just wanted to share you with with Sugar so that they can know how amazing you are and how lucky I am to have you with me. But anything we didn't touch on in terms of just kind of style tips or
I think that was good for now. Maybe we'll do a part 2.
we will. We will, because both of us can tell we kind of couldn't it. Well, Sugar, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in with us. Be sure to like and subscribe for more inspirational tips. And you will absolutely see the Doc and Derickus again. Until next time, Sugar. Take care. Bye-bye.